Some places on Earth are more than just countries. They're not just spots on a map. They're ideas, woven right into the fabric of our world. And Italy, well, Italy is definitely one of them. For thousands of years, this peninsula has been a crucible of civilization, really a global center for art, for power, and for faith. It's a land of the most stunning contradictions. You see ancient ruins literally in the shadow of modern fashion houses, serene olive groves sitting right on top of volcanic fury. So the real question is, how? How did this one single stretch of land come to so profoundly shape what we all think of as beauty, of power, and, the art of living well? Okay, so to really understand Italy today, you first have to feel the incredible weight of its past. And this isn't just history class stuff, it's the very bedrock of Western culture itself. It's a story that you can really tell in three monumental acts. So the story, of course, starts with Rome, an empire that ruled the known world for 1,000 years, leaving this indelible mark on law, on language, on engineering, everything. When that empire finally fell, centuries of division followed. But that flame, it never truly went out. It was reignited during the Renaissance, which wasn't just a rebirth of art, but a fundamental shift in how we as humans saw ourselves. And then finally, in 1861, a movement called the Risorgimento, or Resurgence, pieced all these ancient states back together into the single nation we know today. And this legacy, it isn't locked away in history books. No, it's written in stone, on canvas, and all across the landscape. Just consider this for a second. Italy is home to 61 UNESCO World Heritage Sites. That is more than any other nation on the entire planet. It is, for all intents and purposes, a living museum, a protected treasure chest of human achievement. But Italy's story isn't just one of people. It's been profoundly shaped by the land itself. A land of dramatic, almost violent contrasts that have really forged a fiercely diverse national character. I mean, this is a peninsula of elemental forces. In the north, you have the Alps rising up, a landscape of ice and stone, crowned by Mont Blanc, the highest peak in the entire European Union. But then you travel south, and the Earth itself just comes alive, breathing fire. This is a region forged by Europe's largest active volcanoes, a constant, powerful reminder of the planet's raw energy. Now, all this incredible geographic diversity has created something pretty unexpected. Italy is the most biodiverse nation in all of Europe. That's right, this one peninsula is a sanctuary for over 57,000 animal species. That's more than a third of the continent's entire fauna. It's a natural corridor between continents, a true ecological hotspot. So with a past this monumental and a landscape so dramatic, you have to wonder, how did Italy become a modern economic titan? How did a nation so defined by its history manage to engineer a world-class, innovative future? Well, the answer might actually surprise you, because beyond the ancient ruins in Renaissance art, modern Italy is an industrial powerhouse. In fact, it's the second largest manufacturing economy in Europe, which is just a testament to this deeply ingrained culture of creativity and technical skill. And the backbone of this success is often summed up by what they call the 4 Fs. First, you've got food, where its cuisine has conquered the globe. Then fashion, with Milan as one of the world's style capitals. Furniture, which is just synonymous with incredible design. And finally, Ferrari, which really represents the entire high-end automotive and machinery sector, a true symbol of precision engineering and passion. And see, this economic strength is completely inseparable from its cultural impact. Italy is, by any definition you can think of, a cultural superpower. Its art, music, food, and sense of style don't just exist. They actively shape global trends and pretty much define our very idea of a life well lived. And yet, here we are. We've arrived at the very heart of modern Italy. It's a nation of immense success and beauty that is also grappling with some profound, deep-seated challenges. This right here is the great Italian paradox. So the paradox, it really begins with this demographic dilemma. On one hand, Italians are among the longest living people on Earth. I mean, that's a testament to their famous diet and quality of life. But on the other hand, the nation has one of the lowest fertility rates in the world. And the implication there is pretty stark. Italy is aging, and its population is actually shrinking. This demographic shift is then amplified by other persistent hurdles. A rapidly aging population puts a huge stress on social systems. Public debt is among the highest in Europe. The economy's growth has been pretty sluggish for about 2 decades now. And that historic divide between the wealthy industrial north and the more rural south, that remains a really deep-seated challenge. It would be really easy to see all this as a story of decline. But maybe that's the wrong way to look at it. Maybe the true essence of Italy, its incredible resilience and creativity, is actually forged in the fire of these very contradictions. Maybe the tension between its glorious past and its complex present is what keeps it so endlessly dynamic and fascinating. And so, at the end of the day, we're left with this question. You have a nation that gave the world the Roman Empire and the Renaissance, and now it's facing a demographic winter and serious economic headwinds. It has shaped so much of our past, but what will its future be? Where does Italy, this beautiful, complicated, and absolutely essential nation, go from here?